Clopay and Nedick Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity football and the opening round of the OHSAA Division 7 football playoffs. We are here at Cardinal Stadium where the Lockland Panthers will take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Think First, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Quality Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Speedway Lanes, and NKTelco. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on a damp, chilly, breezy night in New Bremen. And you see a good look here as the Cardinals just found their way to the bench. Fans are on their feet, and Dave Knapke right beside me with some exciting Division 7 high school football action. And I do believe what we'll do is take a quick break for the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the Lockland Panthers and the New Bremen Cardinals here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nedick Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nedick is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nedick Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nedick.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
All right, sir, I'm ready. Have a coffee. Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Kielsman Automotive. Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School. Scott Fry and Dave Knapke here, bringing you high school Division 7 football playoff action, round 1, number 7. New Bremen Cardinals hosting number 10, the Lockland Panthers from down in the Miami Valley Conference Gray Division. Dave, anything you want to say real quick before we get going about Lockland?
Lockland, the main person worried about is Jaden Thomas.
Yeah.
He scored 14 touchdowns. He's their leading rusher. Averages almost 12 yards a carry. He's also their leading receiver. You got to keep an eye on him. Very small roster. They only have 27 players completely on their roster.
Yep. They come in, 4-4? They had 2 games canceled this year. I don't know if that was due to COVID or injuries or what happened, but two of their 10 contests were canceled. And Hunter Schaefer kicking off for the 7-3 record Cardinals. Goodness. And right out of the gate, we got a penalty kickoff out of bounds. And so that'll bring Lockland out to the 35-yard line where they will take over on offense. So let's talk about the Keyhole Pizza keys to the game, starting with the Lockland Panthers as they take the field on offense.
Yes, Scott, their main thing, they're a rushing team, so a lot of it's about the line of scrimmage, able to control the line of scrimmage, and that will establish their running game. And at the same time, they want to slow down New Bremen's running game. That's everything's about running, and the line of scrimmage is be big as we watch them with their first play from scrimmage.
Absolutely, and this is that kind of night. You know, they're going to be giving that ball to the ball carriers all the way. So Cardinals already crowding that line of scrimmage. They got all but the corners in the box, and here we're going to get probably a procedure call. Looks like maybe somebody flinched on that O-line. Dead ball, false start. That is correct. So right out of the gate, first-year head coach Mike Tudor, probably not what he wanted to see. They'll back it up 5 yards and start 1st and 15 at the 30, Dave.
Yeah, even the 7 and 10 rankings, you know, it seems like it's pretty close, but probably Lockland's considered a big underdog here coming up to MAC country. You want to start off strong, but you never know what you're going to run into.
Still got, I mean, these are high school boys, so you still got to line them up, suit them up, put the helmet on, and play the games. but I would say New Bremen, if you had to pick a favorite, probably is in that situation. Now the give, this is 32, the main running back here. That is, again, Jaden Thomas, and as you mentioned, you're going to get a big dose of him. The Cardinals end up stringing that one out and stopping him for a loss of maybe 1.
Yeah, Braxton Krause was all over that. He tried to go outside, able to turn him in there, had some friends there. Krause was the first Cardinal there, also won.
So second down, 16 now. The line to gain for a first down is the Lockland 45. They're at their 29. 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback under center. The give is to one of the backs. Cardinals swarm him as he crosses to 30, and they'll get a whistle, probably give him about the 32-yard line. And again, I think that was 32.
That was number 20 there.
20. These numbers.
This is Jalen Stewart.
Tough to read there for this old guy. Yeah, Jalen Stewart, second leading rusher. He averages almost 8 yards a carry. He's got 7 scores, 490 yards on the season, about 70 yards a game. And then
they average 29 points offense, so pretty high-scoring team.
Absolutely.
But they got a long third down here.
So third down at about 13 now for Lockland. Quarterback back in the shotgun, and this one's going to come up short. Cardinals had all kind of pressure on that. Your quarterback, Damian Dawson, is a freshman, and he's quite the young man. Quarterback, he'll line up at wide receiver. He will be a punt returner, kick returner, and plays free safety on defense. But Cardinal defense holds here, and it'll be 4th and 13, and they will send out the punting unit.
Looks like it's...
And your punter here should be number 8, Hamadou Ba, 6'3", 205. He's your place kicker and punter.
So the Cardinal defense did a nice job of first series. Actually had the penalty, and they didn't gain much after that. So as the Panthers having a little bit of trouble getting their personnel out there, but Trevor Bergman back deep for the Cardinals.
The standard is 35. Now we've got a flag, looks like a delay of game called by the back judge behind Trevor Bergman. That'll back the Panthers up 5 yards. So an inauspicious start here for the Panther offense. Again, they come in 4-4. They've got wins. Let me run down this. We'll run this down. They've got wins over Ludlow, Miami Valley Christian, who's going to be facing Tri-Village tonight above our bracket. They got a win over St. Bernard, Cincinnati Country Day, and New Miami, team that the Cardinals faced in week 1 of the playoffs 2 years ago.
None of those teams that they've beaten have a winning record. The best of them, there's a couple of them that have had 3 wins.
Short punt, kind of a sideways end over end. It's going to take a bit of a Panther bounce just across midfield. So the Cardinals set up beautiful field position. Again, first key of the game for Coach Schmidt for the Cardinals is to start fast, and they've done that on defense. So now let's see if they can make that happen on offense here, Dave.
Yeah, you're the favorite. You want to establish here as we bring up the New Bremen keys. Coach Schmidt in his 7th year wants to start fast. He wants to play discipline, especially on defense, prevent the big runs and protect the football. They have a plus 16 turnover differential that's really served them well this year.
Hunter Schaefer over the left side finds a gap, and he is first down yardage. And boy, nice tackle back there to prevent the touchdown. Number 11 for Lockland, George Steele on the tackle, but not before Hunter Schaefer picks up a big yardage gain for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 37 of Lockland.
I have him down for about a 17-yard carry there as the left side. It blew open a big hole. And Schaefer's the leading rusher from the running backs, other than Homan, with a big gain to start us off.
Marcus Spielman out there, I think at left. Oh, no, that's 58, excuse me. Here comes Hunter Schaefer. I'll get those linemen again. He's free, and he is gone. Hunter Schaefer down the right side. Bing, bang, boom. Cardinals on the board, no flags. And so here we go, MAC football doing what MAC football does. We'll talk O-linemen here in a minute, but they got the job done on the right side this time, and Hunter Schaefer goes to pay dirt, 9:58 in the first quarter, 6-0 Cardinals.
37-yard run for the TD, and yeah, the first time the left side, second time the right side, that whole offensive line did a nice job here as Owen Gable here on for the extra point.
David Homan, the quarterback, will hold. OG, second team All-MAC place kicker. He's got 5 field goals. And here's your point after attempt, and it is good according to those gentlemen below the goalpost. So with 9:58 to go, first quarter, Hunter Schaefer gets the Cardinals on the board. New Bremen 7, Lockland 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium in New Bremen. Cardinals strike first. Great series on defense, holding the Panthers to 3 and out. And then 2-play drive goes 52 yards.
Yeah,
There you're seeing the winners meets replay right there.
Yeah, Coach Schmidt wanted to start fast, couldn't start any better than what he did on defensively. And Hunter Schaefer just 2 runs, won 54 yards for the touchdown. So nice start, just a little more than 2 minutes into this game.
So Hunter Schaefer now set to kick off for the Cardinals. And this is going to come to the near side, fielded and down on number 2. That's Damian Dawson. He fielded it, but he put a knee down, unfortunately, for him. And so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line for Lockland.
Yeah, tried to catch it without hitting the knee down there, and not real good field position to be spotted about the looks like about the 16-yard line. So Lockland Panthers, after not having a good first possession, find themselves in a hole here as they already find themselves down 7-0.
So again, Damian Dawson, freshman quarterback. He's 25 of 50 on the year, 410 yards, just over 50 yards a game, 6 touchdowns and an INT. They're going to run it right up the middle. Nathan Rindler in there for the Cardinals, also Dylan Baumauer.
Yeah, I think there's a fumbled snap there, Scott. And Dawson fell on it.
I was looking down at my stat sheet and just saw a big cloud of dust right there, and they are going to spot the ball at the 15 for a loss of 1.
So far, one of the keys was line of scrimmage. So far, the Cardinals are dominating both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Gives up the middle, follows the lead blocker. I believe this is 32. We'll confirm that after the tackle. Gain of maybe 2 on the play for the Panthers. As again, the Cardinal defense just selling out to play run game here.
Yeah, Jaden Thomas tried to work a couple yards there. As Coach Schmidt and his keys talk about doing the discipline. Just like play your lane, play your position.
That's right.
Don't be a hero, and you don't want a big cutback. And Thomas going for a big run.
Back to pass is Dawson. He's going to look at the right side. We got a flag. Cardinals big stop in the backfield. I don't know if you've got a hold or going to be holding against Lockland. Initial indication from the official, the gentleman in the white hat there. You got to believe the Cardinals will refuse this penalty. And here comes the winners meets replay.
Yeah, it was Dawson looked over to the right side. Steele was a receiver there, and they were all over that.
Yeah, you could see Mason Cook, 52, got good pressure, but he was tackled. I mean, that hold probably protected quarterback Damian Dawson, but either way, the Cardinals, with a stop on the play, they lost about 4 yards, so it's 4th down and about 14. Back to punt is Amadou Ba, another short kick.
He was very lucky to get that one off.
Yeah, Cardinals got back in there with some pressure. Aaron Tiemann satisfied to let that dribble to a stop at the 36-yard line where the Cardinals will take over. So 8:21 into this one, and the Cardinals all over this in the early going here, Dave.
Yeah, the defense has been controlling the running attack in Lockland. Lockland doesn't want to pass a lot. That's not their strength. And last 2 times there's a 2-play drive. Hunter Schaefer left, Hunter Schaefer right. We'll see what they do under. Oh, wait a minute, there's a penalty on the play. It looks like a re-punt that. Looks like it might be a roughing the kicker, as the Panthers will keep possession here.
Yeah, and if that's the case, that'd be an automatic 1st down and probably 15 yards. I don't know that there's even a running into the kicker in high school, Dave.
Yeah, I think it's all.
It's just you touch him, it's bad.
So that's it's the first down for the Lockland Panthers by penalty.
So back to it on offense goes Lockland again, number 32, Jaden Thomas. tough sledding up the middle. In there for the Cardinals, Dylan Bombauer. Here's the winners meets replay. See what happened there. Nathan Rindler, 81 back there. And, yeah, he made contact. Wasn't anything brutal. But you can't do that in high school football. And so new life here for the Panthers, 2nd down and 8.
Definitely Jaden Thomas is the tailback in here. He's their primary. Numbers are a bit hard to see in their white, yellow numbers.
And that's not going to improve any as we look at this muddy field. And now the Cardinals all over that. Trouble with the exchange. Back in there was Carter Elking, number 58, All-MAC honorable mention. Was kind of the leader back there. Dylan Bombauer, David Holman also. Loss of about 4.
And there's been a little bit of injury for the Cardinals with Evan Ike, and that's have to adjust their defense.
Yes, Evan Ike, is he a junior? Yeah, junior Evan Ike, 4 interceptions on the year from his inside linebacker position. High ankle sprain, done for the season and probably done for basketball. And so they've adjusted on defense, bringing David Holman into that role. And then you'll see Nick Alec, number 12, back there playing safety for the Cardinals, just to kind of cover. That's a big hole on defense. Now Dawson under pressure, and the Cardinals finally snuffed that out. He made it maybe to the 25. Nice job downfield. There was nothing open. I don't know if that was intended to be a run and it fell apart, or it was intended to be a pass, but either way, the Cardinals covered that. So Trevor Bergman will go back to midfield.
Yeah, Scott, I think he was trying to pass, so there was no one open. Colton Muther was all over that. So another pun here is.
Yeah, Muther will also get some work at the linebacker position, maybe more than normal. So the Cardinals will take extra care to not touch the punter. This time he's able to get that one away. And Braden Suchland wisely backs up. And so the best flipping of field position so far for Lockland sets the Cardinals up at their 26-yard line.
That was a 49-yard punt.
Yeah.
There's 2 previous punts, and I'm counting the one that was a roughing the punter.
Right.
Totaled 49, and this time he had 49 on that
Yeah, it was
punt,
a good kick, and it came down right and took a good Panther roll. So Cardinals now having their longest field. The first drive, they had 52 yards and went 2 plays. Hunter Schaefer, 18 over the left side and 37, I think, over the right to pay dirt. So I would believe you just keep feeding the beast, as they say, and let Hunter Schaefer eat.
And it's led by quarterback David Holman, that was named Offensive Player of the Year in the MAC.
1,500 yards passing, a little over 1,000 on the ground. That's a lot of yardage. Give is to Colton Muther. He picks and dances his way up for probably about 7, maybe 8 yards. Cardinals will do this. They'll run Hunter Schaefer one series, and they'll run Colton Muther the other series. Earlier in the season, Schaefer was out with a shoulder, and there was some concern because he's the lead back. Everybody's a little nervous, and Colton Muther came in and just did a great job for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're 2 interchangeable. As you say, they're both right at about 300 yards. Schaefer's 370, Muther was 317 coming into there, and Holman over 1,000 yards. So, and he hasn't even had to run it so far.
Muther's going to try the left side. They've got him strung out pretty well there. Boy, nice job by the Lockland defense. They're gonna lose probably 3 yards on that. So good job stringing that out. I think that was 45. Yeah, Muther. And Jaden Thomas comes in as the leading tackler, and he got another one right there. 100 tackles on the season, Dave, for Thomas. So obviously this team is built around Jaden Thomas.
Yeah, we're going to say his name a lot tonight. He's all everything for the Panthers. And 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals.
Cardinals run 2 receivers near side. Bombauer in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. Holman's going to keep it. And ball squirts out, and he gets it, and he's still on his feet. Here's a block by Bombauer. He's got first down yardage down the near sideline. Here he goes. He's got blockers, and finally pulled out of bounds down inside the Lockland 30. Man, that ball squirted out right about the line of scrimmage, Dave. But David Holman, they always say put your best athlete at quarterback, and there's a great example of why you do that.
And that's a typical David Holman type play. He has a little bit of magic about him.
Here it is on the winners meets replay.
He goes left here, and he loses the ball, and you'll see it pop out, but he picks it up, and it's like being the athlete, he just goes the other way. And he goes, I had about right at 49 yards for the MAC Player of the Year. Wow.
Guys blocking downfield. So now we're going to get I'm guessing this will be a procedure on the Cardinals, false start, sure enough. So that'll back them up 5 yards. They are currently 1st and 15 now. at about the Lockland 32-33 yard line. So a little excitement there. Got a little nervous. Saw that ball squirt out. Looked like maybe a helmet or a fist. I mean, it came out of there.
Yeah,
popped
it
out.
popped.
Yeah.
It wasn't just fell
But
straight
what
down.
presence of mind.
But that's the type of plays that he's been making all year. It's easy to forget that this is his first year starting at quarterback.
He played. I don't think he played any offense last year. He was a safety all season.
Yeah.
And because they had Mitchell Hayes in under center.
I'm assuming he played quarterback as a JV as a freshman, I'm guessing.
Probably.
You would know better than me. But, yeah, he's an
I've
athlete.
slept since then, Dave, so I'm not sure I can remember that. But I'm looking over here at the head varsity basketball coach, Corey Stevens, next to me, just grinning from ear to ear because he's going to have David Holman once basketball season starts. So great multiple sport athlete. And then we got a pass downfield to Nick Allig, and that's going to be enough to move the chains again for the Cardinals. Nick Allig, another All-MAC player. Cardinals with 2 first-teamers on offense. He led the conference in receiving yards this year.
Yes, he did, first team. And Holman and Alec just have that timing on that slant pattern, especially.
The slants and the posts have been open all year. You're exactly right, Dave.
And they just have him right in step. He's able to hit Alec, and a good gain there for first down.
This time to give it to Muther. He's going to try the right side. He follows his block, number 68, and now he's going to fall forward. That's Marcus Spielman, one of the O-linemen, pulling around. Cardinals, you'll see their guards pull a lot in this offense, whether it's to set up a trap or just a simple second-level block there. But you saw Marcus Spielman, and you saw Muther's hand right on his back, and that's a gain of almost 10 yards.
Yeah, nice gain there. So you're inside the 10-yard line. You get second and short. It's almost like a bonus. That is real close to be a first down, and then if you get a couple yards, then
like
you have a first down again.
Play. Yeah. So Cardinals now down inside the 10. Second down and about half a yard. Holman gives a little misdirection. This is Muther. He's picking and choosing his way in, and he's in the end zone. Nice run. Again, nice patient runner. He ran in there behind tight end Ben Saylor and one of the O-linemen, that was Carter Elking, both honorable mention All-MAC. And so here it is on the Winners Meets Replay. Look at the patience here, Dave.
Yeah, the counter here goes to the right side. He uses his blockers real well, sets them up, and then he leans his way for the touchdown for the Cardinals.
Just a nice patient run. Both the Cardinal running backs good at waiting for things to open up and being patient. And so Owen Gable, lovingly known as OG here in New Bremen, on for the extra point. And that one is up and good. Great story. That young man, that kicker for the Cardinals, has been a place kicker since his freshman year, Dave. And he's, as we were talking off air, second team All-MAC behind the kicker from Versailles. So
yeah, he's as steady as they are from the kicking position.
3:24 left in the first quarter here. New Bremen 14, Lockland 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School. Scott Fry and Dave Kanapke bringing you Round 1, Division 7, Region 28 playoff action. So far, it's all New Bremen. Dave, a good look at the student section. Halloween weekend. I don't see anybody dressed as Scott Fry out there.
No, I don't think so. No ugly costumes, I don't think. No, I just general. Yeah, nice drive there for the Cardinals. The big play there was David Holman that after the fumble went about 50 yards and then touchdown there, 7-yard touchdown run by
crazy play. That was a crazy play. Holman's just got good vision, good sense of where he is on the field. That's why he's your quarterback. So Hunter Schaefer is going to boot one deep, and he's going to put this one to Dawson, who muffs it, and it's down at the goal line. And boys, you got work to do. As Jonathan Heitkamp, special team star for the Cardinals, slows him down, and Nick Allig cleans him up.
Great kick there by Owen Gable as Dawson tried to catch it. He had to go back to try to catch it, and then he muffed it. If it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback, even though he touched it.
And it died right
at the 1-yard line, so he had to bring it out. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line for the Panthers.
So Cardinals got what they want now, boy. You're going to see that defense. I think they may dial up the blitz. Nolan Kenning, Mason Cook on the interior. Kenning is Let's see here. Let me get you some numbers and names here. Nolan Kenning, 57. Mason Cook, 52. Carter Elking, 58. Brangston Krause, number 8 at the DN position. Plyman, 54, going to be in there, trying to put some pressure on. Dawson under center is going to give to Thomas. He's going to bounce it out the right side. And again, the Cardinals doing a nice job of stringing it out, but boy, Thomas making it happen. Still on his feet. Boy, he's a tough tackle. And finally knocked out of bounds. What a nice run there for the Lockland back. And I don't know that was Jaden Thomas. I think that was Jalen Stewart.
There was a late flag there that's going to they fly into the picture there. I don't know if it's a late holding there. Yeah, it's going to be a holding
Lockland.
there. But
the back official ate it out there in the field and couldn't get his flag out.
Yeah, Jaden Thomas, he showed you why he averages 12 yards a carry. He just kept working. He kept moving his feet. And
6'1",
strung it out.
200 pounds.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that dude, I was on the field at pregame, and, man, they've got some athletic young man over there on that Lockland sideline, and he's one of them.
Yeah, 760 yards is holding there.
Holding against Lockland. You can see him backing up. Here's your winners meets replay. So you see him take the ball. Cardinals string him out. They've got Bombauer and Rindler, and he just runs through him. Nick Alleg comes up, tries to blow him up, got a wrap on that. Off he goes up the sideline. And there's your hold right there coming in late. The receiver spun around Brangston Krause, I think that was. And wasn't really a necessary hold either. So thankfully it was so far downfield, Dave, that it didn't really have a huge negative impact.
But the hold will be after
they
had
after
first down.
Right.
So they move it back 10, but it's first down there.
Right. Good observation, sir. So Dawson in the shotgun. Going to try a little pass on the flats. Brangston Krause is right there, but again, not the kind of guy you're going to bring down with an arm tackle, as you see there. That's, again, Jaden Thomas, but that's going to be a loss of about 4. The Cardinals just doing a nice job. It's almost like they're in the playbook of reading what Lockland's trying to do on offense.
Yeah, Lockland's pretty well on offensive, running type offense, and obviously they're going to watch wherever Thomas goes. So if you have those two, he's the guy.
Yeah, and they have those backs stacked right beside one another. Dawson is usually under center, the freshman quarterback, and then you see the two backs are right there. So as far as watching the backs, it's not hard to do. And again, Cardinals not being shy. They're stacking the box, and this time the give is to the up man.
Stewart.
That's Stewart, and he gets about back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe even a yard beyond. So a nice little, about a 6-yard run into the teeth of that Cardinal defense. In there for the tackle, 67, Caden Putoff. Bombauer also in there.
Yeah, 3rd and long here. This is what
I like
the Cardinal
those uniforms
defense
for
wants.
Lockland. Those are cool, but boy, the numbers are tough to read from as far back as we are.
They're not great uniforms if you're trying to announce the numbers.
That's right, but they're cool to look at.
Yes.
They look nice on the
They look on that. They look good on the hanger.
So Dawson back to pass. Here comes Brangston Krause. And here's a pickoff. How about an interception? Dylan Bombauer picks him off, and he's going to be down at about the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals in business. Looked like maybe they were trying to set up a screen because 3 Cardinals got free. And Bombauer stayed back in coverage, did a nice job of reading that, stepping in front of the intended receiver. And so New Bremen now in business at the Lockland 26-yard line.
Yeah, Bombauer read that the whole way. He was watching the quarterback and just stepped inside. So great field position. And we're still just 1:35 to go here in the first quarter as you take another look. You see Dawson going back here. He's looking for one receiver, and his receiver slipped.
He slipped.
Homan was there, and Bombauer
was
the fortunate one to get that interception.
Yep. So Homan's back to pass. Now he's going right downfield to Ben Saylor, overthrown. Back in coverage, I believe that was 26, Ryan Kirkland, the sophomore defensive back. So 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. So immediate quick strike after the turnover. Pretty typical tactic there in most sports and most high school or most football games.
Yeah, and when you're running the routes tonight with it being so wet and slippery, you gotta. I think on a dry field, probably Saylor's right there.
He might be under that, yeah.
But just it's a little bit slower track out there for everyone tonight.
This will be Bombauer in motion. Design run to Homan. He's got blockers. Just going to be patient. He's going to follow Hunter Schaefer. Homan gets it down inside the 20. Nice gain. About 6, maybe 7. Should bring up 3rd down and 3 here, Dave.
Yeah, nice job. Like you said, he was patient, followed his blockers, didn't try to, just kind of took what he could get.
Yeah.
In a good position here on 3rd and 3 to go here. 7-yard carry there by David Homan.
Nice view of the gate coming into Cardinal Stadium. Beautiful facility here. Very blessed in these parts for lots and lots of booster support, community support for our sport teams. Cardinals going to send 2 guys to the left. The give is to Hunter Schaefer. He picks his way. He's got an opening down inside the 10, and he's dragging a guy down at about the 8. And there's another Cardinal first down. Again, nice holes, Dave. These are holes I could run through, which means they're pretty big. And so the Cardinals grinding out the yardage. Under a minute to go here in the first, up 14-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Take another replay. This is similar as what Muther did, that same play, the counter to the right there. Schaefer right now, 3 carries for 65 yards.
Not too bad night at the office so far. Good job of bouncing that out to the right there. So single back in the pistol, essentially. Holman will give it to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to go wide right this time. He's got a nice block outside there. And now we're going to take the student body right, and they're going to push Hunter Schaefer right into the end zone. And that's the 3rd rushing touchdown tonight for the Cardinals, 33 on the year. And it's all of a sudden not even done with the first quarter here, and it's all of a sudden 20-0 Cardinals. So
yeah, they got Schaefer did a nice job, got it to about the 1 yard line. Then his buddies on the offensive line, what used to be known as the old Bush push.
Yeah,
they're able to push him to it. Used to be illegal, but now it is legal. You can push him in. As you see, Schaefer riding his way strong. He's trying. He's like, I want it, and some friends from behind push him in for the score.
Owen Gable on for the point after. Holman to hold. And that kick is up and good. So with 15 seconds to go before the quarter ends, New Bremen with a 3-score lead, 21-0 over Lockland. Everything's been the ground game tonight as far as the scoring. There's been one pass, I think, completion to Alleg, and I think that's been it for the passing. One incompletion to Saylor, and Lockland has had a couple of attempted passes. Nothing's fallen their way in the passing game, so not surprised with the wet track.
Yeah, Coach Schmidt wants to start fast, and you can't ask any better than what the Cardinals have done. 3 possessions, 3 scores, a 37-yard touchdown run by Hunter Schaefer, followed by a drive that Colton Muther finished off with a 7-yard run, and now Hunter Schaefer with a 9-yard touchdown run. Owen Gable once again perfect on the extra points, and it's 21-0 here with 15 seconds to go before the second quarter.
Well, and I know any Buckeye fans that are sitting in the stands tonight on the New Bremen sideline will be very happy if they can get this thing to a 30-plus lead and get that running clock going so they can go home and watch the Buckeyes take care of Penn State tonight.
Yeah, I imagine there's a few people, anybody who's streaming might be watching us here and watching the Buckeyes game.
Well, I'm pretty sure anybody that's out, nobody's watching the Buckeyes right now because you and I are calling this playoff
That's
game,
right,
Dave.
That's right. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah. Why is everyone in the press box laughing at me right now? Yeah.
Yeah, I think is Herb Street doing the game? You know,
who's that?
Yeah,
Herb Street.
Yeah, I can take him.
That's right. All right, so Hunter Schaefer set to kick things off. Ooh, big kick down the middle. This will be. I think
Dawson.
This is. No, it's not. I think it's Jaden Thomas. Okay. And man, they got him right at the 16-yard line. This is one element of the Cardinals game that's been less than awesome this year is their kick coverage, and tonight it's been all about it. So.
Once again,
I think Jaden Thomas returned that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I thought it was Dawson was one of the other.
He's been over there earlier. Yeah. So I think they just switched it up a little bit. I mean, I'd rather have it in Thomas's hands. He's just such a bull.
Definitely the battle of the field possession been won by the Cardinals as the Lockland will start off at the 19-yard line this possession.
Coldwater Cavaliers up on Delphus St. Jefferson. How about Delphus Jefferson? 21-0 at the end of one. And just a dive up the middle for the Panthers, gain of maybe a yard. I think that was Jalen Stewart, the up man. 6'2", 235. He's a big boy, too. And that's going to bring an end to the first quarter of play with the New Bremen Cardinals up 21-0 over the Lockland Panthers here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones. We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. We got a little score update. The top half of the bottom half bracket, Tri-Village, all over. Let's see, Cincinnati, Miami Valley Christian Academy, 28-0 at the end of the first. So winner of this plays the winner of that. You see right down there, should be Saturday, November 6th. Again, the location depends because, again, if the other team that Tri-Valley's playing wins, they're ranked lower than the Cardinals and will be here. But Tri-Valley, number 2 team in the region, if the scores hold now, New Bremen should be going to Tri-Valley. Tri-Village, excuse me.
Yeah.
If the scores hold. Thank you. So this is Thomas now with the ball. Ball's out. Cardinals fall on it. In business again. Second turnover of the night.
Let's see if they see who got
yeah,
it.
they do. Yep. I didn't see the number. Maybe
yeah,
Rendler?
I'm checking the number. It's if he turns it right way.
Or is it
number 12, Nick Alec comes up
number
with
12. Nice. All right, so Nick Alec here you see in the winners meets replay. Deep back goes up the middle. Ball squirts out. Yeah. There it is. Cardinals are on that.
So again,
Nick
good
Alec,
field possession.
Great camera work there by, I believe, Jeff Henson's down there on the sidelines. Yes, it is. Excellent job, Jeff, on that camera work. Here's a double handoff up the middle. Kraus cuts it inside. He's stacked up after about 5 yards, but nice little play. Sometimes that'll bounce to the outside. This time he took it up the middle, cut it back. It's a little double handoff.
Yeah, I like that play.
Like an inside reverse almost.
Yeah, you see that as.
Look right there, he cuts it behind Saylor's block.
Yep.
Nice job on defense of snuffing that out.
So went from Muther to Kraus there for a 4-yard gain. Nice change of pace, and there's
no getting back in this slippery field. You saw him try.
As people in this area know, we've had a whole bunch of rain. That was against the Panthers. That'd be a 5-yard penalty. They have now had 4 penalties for 25 yards, and nothing going quite right for the Panthers, who probably had about a 2-hour drive up from Lockland.
Pretty good drive.
Yeah. Not sure exactly which part of Cincinnati they are, but give you the greater Cincinnati area.
Some more score updates. St. Henry 7, Ansonia 6. End of the first. Coldwater 14-0 over Delphos Jefferson. Marion Local 14-0 over Twin Valley South at the start of the second quarter. Appreciate the updates from WCSM on the Twitters.
Imagine that. MAC teams are winning.
Crazy, right? Now a little pressure. Holman evades. Now he's on the right side. All the way across the field. Ben Saylor unable to come down with that. Boy, that almost didn't end well. Looked like Mamadou Diallo was right there in coverage. I think that was number 1 back there covering Ben Saylor.
Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic around it as Holman was scrambling to his right, trying to find it, and threw back across the middle. It's always they say a little dangerous when you do that, but I trust David Holman with whatever he wants to do. But good thing Saylor able to get his hands on it, didn't slip. You always got to worry about that in there. But so they live to play. You know, one of those 2nd and short. Let's take a little gamble. 3rd and 1 here. We can just get run for the first down here.
So Muther in the backfield in the pistol off of David Holman's left hip. 2 receivers left. Brankston Krause in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Holman steps up. First down yardage and then some. Lowers his shoulder. They miss him. Still on his feet. Down near the 5-yard line. So the Cardinals in business with a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 6. Boy, Holman just lowers the shoulder. You know, and David's not a big guy, but man, he's strong. You'll see on the winners meets replay, Dave.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are finding out that he's slippery. He's a quarterback, but he's a determined quarterback, and he's a hard runner. And they finally wrapped him up and threw him down. That's the only way you're going to get an athlete like Holman down.
George Steele had him dead to rights. George Steele goes 6'2", 190. David Holman, 6'1", 162, so a 30-pound differential. And you saw Holman just kind of push him away with that forearm. Very slippery character. And now the RPO, Holman decides to go ahead and give it to Schaefer. And boy, they got him dead to rights this time. Excuse me, that's Muther. And in there on the tackle, 44, I think that was Johnny Minton. He's one of the down linemen.
Yeah, they were all over that play. And they've had a few negative plays that the defense has really come in and broke through the offensive line and that's a 4-yard loss here. But
it's no mistake that New Bremen wants to run the football here. And so there have been a couple of occasions when Lockland has sniffed that out and done a nice job. Holman's going to roll right to pass. Looking for, I think that was Kraus, slipped and fell. So 3rd down and goal from about the 10-yard line.
Cardinals, their passing game so far, as you'd expect with a rainy night, slippery. They're 1 of 4 so far, 3 incompletions. The only completion was a 16-yarder to Nick Alec, but still in pretty good shape here. 3rd and 10, 3rd and goal here from the 10-yard line for the Cardinals.
So they'll send Trevor Bergman wide right. Ben Saylor now going to leave his tight end position and play down on the numbers on the left side. Dylan Bombauer in the wing. And in the slot, I believe, is Alec, and it is. And this is going to be Dylan Bombauer all the way, and that is boom into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, and Lockland had a guy there, but the ball floated through. And so Holman now has his first touchdown pass of the playoffs of his career. So Cardinals 27-0 as they send Owen Gable on. Here's your winners meets replay.
Yeah, it was just a play going to Bombauer right away. He's a wing back there, and they're looking for him. Has the height on his defender, and a perfect pass. The defender almost got a hand in there. Almost. Bombauer with a nice completion for the touchdown. 4th touchdown of the night for the Cardinals.
So Owen Gable set to kick his 4th extra point attempt.
Trying to stay perfect on the night.
And with 10:02 to go, the Cardinals 28, Lockland 0 here on NKTelco Sports. Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Biggins Small Engine Repair in U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Breichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Borcher's Floor Store. Welcome back to New Bremen Cardinal Stadium. Cardinals all over Lockland. Division 7, round 1 of the playoffs. The number 10 team Lockland, the number 7 team New Bremen. Good start for Coach Schmidt and company here in the first half, Dave.
Yes, that last one was set up by the fumble recovery by Nick Alec. Gave good field position from the 26-yard line. The touchdown was capped off a 10-yard pass from David Homan to Dylan Bombauer. 28-0. We still got a lot of time here to go here in the second quarter.
Little reverse, here we go. This is Thomas. He's going to take it up the far side. He's got a seam, and he's up over the 35-40, and he is brought down. Nice recovery there on that play because it looked like he could really gash him pretty good, and I think that's Brankston Krause on the tackle, Dave, number 8.
Yeah, he did. You see how it's dangerous if you leave Thomas in the open field.
That's right.
The kick went to Dawson, and Thomas, they worked there. You get another replay here. Went to Dawson, and he flips it over, and Thomas gets ahead of steam and
man, when he's going
shows his athletic ability. Yeah, and Brankston Krause made a very nice solo tackle to bring Thomas down.
Krause goes 6'1", 178. Thomas, again, 6'1", 200. So, again, a 25-pound differential, essentially, and Krause got it done. And now Thomas right up the middle, and he is stuffed. And that is 44, Jonathan Heitkamp. Johnny's getting a little bit of time in the center, in the middle now with Evan Eyink out. Cardinals having to shuffle a little bit, and so Heitkamp, number 44 for the Cardinals, nice stick, 156 pounds versus 200. That's what form tackling will get you, Dave. You saw him just drop the shoulder and launch forward.
Yeah, he did. He did a nice job on a much bigger player. It looks like a different quarterback in there. I think it's Javian Pounds in for the Panthers.
All right, so that's number 6. He'll line up at wide receiver, 6'2", 220. He does have 4 interceptions on the season as defensive back. And so now the gives to Thomas. He's going to go over the right side, down into the Cardinal logo. Again, Heitkamp in there on the stop. Also, Nathan Rindler, gain of maybe 2, 3rd down and 5, Dave.
I stand corrected on the quarterback there.
Alou Diallo.
Yeah,
he's the other QB
7
in the lineup. Okay,
yeah,
so Alou Diallo, freshman quarterback. he's got 2 receiving touchdowns. So again, on the field, looking at these guys from Lockland, very athletic bunch, Dave. And you can see you got 3 different guys that can go at quarterback, 2 good running backs. A lot of good athletes on this Lockland Panther team.
Yeah, the Cardinals are just winning the battle line of scrimmage.
They sure are. Now Diallo's going to stay back and pass. This is Dawson again now, and almost got him, Carter Elking, and he's going to extend the ball. He'll be close to a first down. He got run out of bounds over there by 54, Gavin Plyman. I don't know that he got there. He didn't. He's 3 yards short, 4th and 3, Dave.
Yeah, he scrambled, only able to get 2 there on the scramble. 4th down here.
So
if you're Lockland, this is the best field possession you've ever had. You got nothing to lose here, 4th and 3.
I saw him extend the ball.
You know, it looks like almost a short 3 the way the position is here. So we'll see what the Panthers do here on 4th down.
So they're going to run
Dawson in quarterback.
Dawson at quarterback, 2 backs. They got a tight end offset, and then closest to us, Mamadou Diallo, wide right, and they're going to go right up the middle. And the Cardinals said, no, thank you.
Tried to give it to Stewart underneath there, and the Cardinals line 1 out again, so they turn it over on downs to the Cardinals.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Cardinals go on offense, 1st and 10 at their own 49s. And you've called it, Dave. Being the Cardinals, they've won the line of scrimmage on both sides.
Yeah, you look at the athletes, maybe the skill positions, Lockland's matching up with the Cardinals. But the line, the Cardinals are winning the battle line. And by and large, most games are won by the line of scrimmage. Yeah. You got to have the athletes to take it from there, but Cardinal line, the unsung heroes are doing the job here.
You can open holes on offense that I can run through.
I'm not sure they're that big, Scott.
Holman now, fake handoff, little play action. Runs away from pressure. Trevor Bergman catches it off the 1 hop and drops it. So nice pressure that time by Lockland. They had, 26 back there, Ryan Kirkland, and 54, Andre Madison back there pressuring Holman.
They've been able to get some pressure on Holman. Yeah. A few times they've had him scramble, and he's been off for his high standards. He's only 2 of 6 tonight, and he's a couple times he's had to scramble to try to make something happen.
It's a 57.8% pass completion, so not too bad in high school football.
Yeah, it's not like in pros where they get up to 70%, but he had to rush it, and he just threw a little bit short to a wide open Trevor Bergman.
There definitely seems like the game plan for Lockland is to make the Cardinals run the ball. Here goes Holman now on the design carry. They got a hand on him now. He skitters around to the right side and go out of bounds about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job there, just picking a spot, and the Panthers are right there, and gain of about 6 yards for Holman.
It's another down.
Yep, it's a very makeable 3rd down. And 3rd and 4, there's a lot in your playbook.
And I feel like the way the Cardinals are playing defense tonight, if they can, if they come up a little short on this, or even if it's 4th and 4, no gain, it wouldn't shock me to see Coach Schmidt go for it down here, the way they're winning that battle up front. Alleg in the slot, Trevor Bergman left. Looks like Bombauer on the wing again. Single back is Hunter Schaefer. The give is to Bombauer and a little jet sweep. He's going to get the corner down near the 40, and he's got just enough for a Cardinal first down by about 2 yards, Dave.
Yeah, nice job there. They run that little reverse to Bombauer. The Cardinals have a lot of different athletes that they're able to run there. Bombauer gets able to pick up the first down as they move the chain. 1st and 10, Cardinals at the 39-yard line.
Hunter Schaefer did a nice job that time of getting out there and helping Bombauer get the edge. And so, first down, just inside the 40. 7:56 to go. Cardinals up 28-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Holman back to pass, just a straight drop back. Waits all day. A little awkward, almost caught, almost intercepted. Boy, oh boy. Looked like Kraus. Yeah, that was Brankston Kraus down there on the hash marks about the 23, and that was almost picked off.
Almost picked off because Kraus slipped. You see a lot when, as long as it's right in stride, everybody's good. But when you have to lunge a little bit, the feet go out.
Yep.
We've had about 5 inches of rain, more than that probably in the last couple of weeks.
Not much solid footing out there. So Cardinals will line up 2nd down at 10. Holman in the pistol with Hunter Schaefer off his left hip. Bombauer's in that wing. Now he'll come in motion. 2 receivers in the pattern. Little give to Hunter, a little counter. Over the 40, 45. He's got running room. Cuts it back up inside. Down inside the 30. He's loose. 25. He's going to be tackled at about the 23. Another Cardinal first down. Nice run there. Is Hunter Schaefer very patient.
Yeah, that counter play that they've run, that's been very successful for him tonight.
Yeah.
Schaefer's doing a nice job. He's already up to 91 yards tonight. Does a nice job of picking his spots and waits for it and then accelerates through the hole.
Yeah, he's got a good passing gear right there that he can put his foot in the ground and go. And again, I think the vision, both of the Cardinal backs are very, very patient runners. And they let those are not simple run plays they're running, and they got to develop a little bit. And they're both good at letting that happen. Holman is also quite patient. So 1st and 10 now, Cardinals inside the 25. 7:10 to go here in the second. Little play action, little quick hitter to Alec, gains about 8 on the play. That little slant is nearly impossible to defend, and Alec not only quick, but he's big enough to shield the defender.
I was just thinking that. I've only had the opportunity to see the Cardinals 3 times, and I just wonder, that slant play always seems like it's there. I wonder what the percentage is of how often that works for the Cardinals. I imagine it's very high.
It's pretty high. Yeah, that's a bread and butter play for Holman and Alec. Now the give to Schaefer right at the middle, big hole. He cuts one direction. Now he's down inside the 5. Kind of stood up at the 5. Boy, oh boy, Cardinals 1st and goal once again. Knocking on another score. Just all play up front at the line of scrimmage. That's Nolan Kenning, Carter Elking. The center is Grant Wilker. Mason Cook also on the D line, and the O line, and Marcus Spielman rounds out that offensive line for the Cardinals, just getting it done up front like road graders.
That's the reason why Hunter Schaefer's already over 100 yards for the night.
Yeah. He did have that one big run, 38. But it's just been consistent. I don't know how many carries he has, but it's been a good night of running. Here's Schaefer again, going the other way left. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Bing, bang, boom. Another score. And boy, the Cardinals pouring it on here. 6:04 to go yet before halftime, and it's 34-0.
Hunter Schaefer, his 3rd touchdown run of the night as he's up to 107 yards. Again, this time counter to the left side. That there was open right away. Just picked his spots.
Winners meets replay.
Didn't see that. Wide open. Yes, Scott, I think you could run through that one.
I could have got through that one. There you saw Carter Elking. Nice job there in that last little seal block on the linebacker, and in goes Hunter Schaefer. So his 3rd score, if I'm not mistaken. Are you right? 3rd touchdown for Schaefer?
37, 9, and 5 as Owen Gable on, trying to make it 5 for 5. And we look like we have a bad snap or a flag before.
Offsides defense.
So some teams, I know like Marion, if there is an offsides, it's an automatic. They take the half yards of the distance and they go for 2 always.
Okay.
A little different situation here. They do it's just an automatic. If that happens, they automatically go on the field. Yeah. But right now, I think I just take the points here, especially when you have a very reliable kicker, such as Owen Gable.
Yeah, he came in tonight. I think he's got 42 made PATs, maybe 1 or 2 misses, and 5 field goals. This one's going to go wide right. And so your score with 6:04 to go here in the second quarter. New Bremen 34, Lockland 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Give you some updates here at Fort Recovery on top of Arcanum 22-8. Anna's over Northeastern 10-0. Brazales 28-0 over Summit Country Day. St. Henry now up 13-6 over Ansonia.
And there's Fort Recovery, who's only won 3 games this year. Anna's only won 4 games all year, and they're having no trouble with their opponents.
Welcome to MAC football. Yep. You love to see it. Love to see all these MAC schools advance to round 2.
It's like a lot of times it'll be the MAC teams eliminate. Like in volleyball, I think almost all the MAC teams have been eliminated by other MAC teams so far.
Yeah, it's like they don't start getting bounced until they run across a conference opponent. Thank the New Bremen staff up here for keeping us with the score updates. Short kickoff picked up by Thomas. He's going to bounce around the left side, make a couple guys miss. So Lockland with nice field position here to begin this drive. 5:59 to go. And again, if you're Coach Tudor here in his first year at Lockland, let's just get something positive going on first down, or on offense. Pick up a couple first downs and take it one play at a time.
Yeah. They just have to. They need to. What's happening is they're not able to get a lot on running, so they have to pass on 3rd down. So maybe they need to mix up a pass on 1st down, try to get something.
Change it up a little bit, and get that O-line to get their quarterback a little bit of time. And again, the conditions, the field itself is wet, but I don't think the ball's wet. It doesn't look like that heavy mist we had is happening anymore. So the ball's not wet, but boy, the footing looks terrible out there. So back to pass from shotgun Dawson. You called it. First down pass, going to go right downfield. A little bit long there. Cardinals had Aaron Tiemann back there in coverage. I want to get a number on that. Alou Diallo was the intended receiver. Diallo, that freshman.
No, Diallo was the quarterback that time.
Oh.
Yeah, the receiver was 32. Was
32,
Thomas
Jaden
there.
Thomas, yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's, again,
I
it's.
have a hard time seeing these numbers. 2 and 7 look sort of familiar there. That's Dawson, number 2, and then Alou Diallo wears number 7. Nice ball, too, just a little long.
Yeah, they're switching their quarterbacks. All told there tonight, the Panthers 0 of 2 on their passing attempts.
So I think this is Diallo again under center or in the shotgun. He's got Thomas back to pass again. Yeah, they're definitely changing things up. Kraus with a little pressure. Floats one downfield, almost intercepted. Colton Muther right there. Boy, the time to throw, the clock ran out, and that time was Dawson.
That was Dawson this time passing Diallo.
Yeah.
So hard to keep track of it is it's interchanging quarterbacks, and boy, you can see the ones that have been in a lot of plays. Like Thomas's uniform is going to be dark, muddier. It's going to be hard to find as they go on here, but they're mixing it up a little bit, trying to get the passing in there. As like we mentioned, they might do, but you got to complete some, and they're at 3rd and long again, 3rd and 10.
Another long pass. I believe that was intended for Tyler Willis, number 34. He's on the roster as a tight end and a wide receiver, depending on where he lines up. But that'll bring up 4th down. So the Cardinals basically survived 3 straight passing downs.
So if you're the Panthers, it's like, okay, we're not able to run the ball. Let's try to pass it. That didn't work either. So let's punt here and see if we can stop the Cardinals, which they haven't been able to stop the defending state champions all night.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Cardinals D7 state champs defending, looking to make another nice run. Low kick. Get things right, rolling over the Cardinal 40. Trevor Bergman backs up, and that'll be down at the 38, where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10. So again, New Bremen tonight, solid score holds. They're going to take on the winner of New Madison Tri-Village and Miami Valley Christian Academy. Right now, Tri-Village is all over that one.
And if they would keep winning, and St. Henry keep winning, they play St. Henry, which was somebody they played last year on the path. And then after that, Marion Local will be in the path. So it's a very similar path.
Absolutely.
If New Bremen goes that way, and hopefully it's the same results as last year.
Same dance, different way.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And right now they're taking care of business here.
Cardinals on the ground. This is Muther. No gain. Nice stop that time. Jamal Smith on the stop for, is that right? I think that was actually Kyrie Smith, 53 on the tackle. So 2nd down 10 now for the Cardinals. They're at their own 38. Aaron Tiemann now wide right. Top of the screen at wide receiver, Nick Allig, near side. Muther stuffed for a loss here. Nice job by Lockland. One of the few times we've seen them on run defense best the Cardinal O-line. So they're going to call that a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 now for the Cardinals.
Yes, they've had some plays where it's the first time they've been able to stop it up the middle.
Right.
When they've been on the outside, they've been able to stop it more so. But so far, a pretty good couple defensive plays back-to-back for the Panthers. But they'll have to see if they can do it again.
3rd down 11 now. Cardinals at their own 37. 2 receivers near side. That's Allig in the slot. Tiemann wide. Here's that double handoff right at the middle. This is Bombauer over the 45, and he gets just enough yardage for a Cardinal 1st down as he steamrolls over number 20, Jalen Stewart.
I like that play. It gives you a variety from just a run play. It's a simple run play, and then you just turn around and make a reverse the other way.
When it looks kind of like that counter, they get everybody moving, and they're like, oh, this play. And
this
the next
play,
thing you know, it's coming the other way, and it's behind you. And Bombauer is a quick guy. Once he gets that ball, he gets inside and around the corner, and off he goes.
Bombauer and Kraus, both of them are similar types, do a nice job running that ball, picks up the 1st down for the Cardinals.
Yep, you see them. They'll both set up in that wing position. Now this is Kraus. They're going to give him a little jet sweep. Going to get outside the line, the blockers. Look at him trying to stop, and he slid. And now, again, he's just going to keep those feet moving, and he turned about a 2-yard gain into about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, It's funny. He
Pumped the
slid,
brakes
looked
and
like he was
slid,
going to. Yeah, he hydroplaned for a little bit before he got good tires, so to speak, as you see here.
See him
Krause
bounce
is
outside
like
the blockers.
right there. He about slides, and then he just keeps working, doesn't give up on the play.
He's a strong kid, I'll tell you. Braxton Krause is a strong young man, and you saw it right there. So Muther in the pistol, left hip of David Homan, 3:53 to go. Now Homan keeps it. He saw that Muther would have been stopped in the backfield. Nice play right there. Homan on the RPO. He picks up about 6, and that's another Cardinal first down.
Homan 5 carries for now 80 yards. Of course, he had that big 49-yard run off his own fumble. But again, that running game is going quite well for the Cardinals as they move the chains once again. We're right at about 3:40 to go here, first half.
And Holman averages over 7 yards a carry and about 107 yards a gain at the quarterback position. This isn't even a running quarterback offense. Bad snap, nice job by Holman, and he will be snuffed back there deep as a little bit of a quarterback center exchange issue there.
Yeah, and this is unfortunate for the quarterback. When you do get sacked, that goes off your running total.
Right, yeah.
So his running total that you mentioned in his average there, that he's over 1,000 yards rushing, that's impressive because any sacks you have is going to go against you.
Is going to go against you, yep.
But that time a 6-yard loss here.
So second down and 14 now for the Cardinals. 16, excuse me. Holman back to pass, going to go over the middle. He's got Aaron Tiemann and his man beaten. Boy, and I'll tell you what, that defender for Lockland closed on that when the ball kind of hung up. I think that was George Steele, number 11. Had Tiemann beat. If Holman could have led him, that probably could have been a score. Here it is on the Winners Meets replay.
Yeah, Tiemann definitely had a couple steps on his defender, and he hung it up there. I don't know if there's a little wind coming from the west side as the defender there for Lockland.
George Steele, yeah. Aaron Tiemann ended up having to play a little defense on that, did a nice job, which is something he's not unfamiliar with as he often lines up as the left corner.
So nothing lost there. As you said, good play there by Tiemann. 3rd and long for the Cardinals.
Now they're going to get 5 of it for free as Lockland steps into the neutral zone.
5th penalty against Lockland. Cardinals passing attack. If you want to be nitpicking, haven't been on in their passing, but it's about a wet night, a little windy. 3 of 9 so far.
Yeah, we've had a couple receivers fall. There's been a couple of passes, maybe not quite on target. But looks like, you can see now the rain has started to fall. Muther now plenty of room. Bounces outside and he gets stood up by a linebacker and hurled to the ground. So the Cardinals now come up short. I would assume Coach goes for it down inside the 35-yard line. It should be like 4th and 6 here, Dave.
Yeah, 4 down territory. You know, it's not the place you want to punt it. You'll often get into the end zone. It's too long to kick it, especially at the high school level. So,
yeah, Gable's longest field goal, he's got 5 field goals on the year. Longest one is a 37-yarder, I believe.
Yeah, I think
which
if
is
he had
nice
to, I would trust him this far. But, you know, with a 34-0 lead, you can afford to gamble,
absolutely,
so to speak.
Well, and it's wet, so footing, getting that foot down on a kick, there's just no guarantee. You can see where they're at on the field is looking a little soupy as well. So Holman now going to roll to his left, buy himself time, and he hits Alec wide open down over the 20-yard line. Ample distance for Cardinal first down. So Nick Alec just doing a great job of finding the soft spots he got between the deep cover safety and the corner. Here it is on the Winners Meets replay.
Yeah, Holman a little roll out to the left, and there's Nick Alec. Those two just have their timing completely down. As
they're asking a linebacker to cover Nick Alec, and that's not going to end well. And as you see right there, it did not. So yeah, the moisture back in the air here. 1:43 to go. 34-0 New Bremen.
Nick Alec, 3 catches, 37 yards.
Here's that double handoff. This time Lockland gets a hand on Krause. He still manages to drag a couple guys, maybe 3-4 yards. I think that's Josiah Weathers in there on the tackle, number 51.
Yeah, Lockland's doing a nice job of making some nice defensive plays, but putting a few together to force. They haven't been able to stop New Bremen, and New Bremen is resilient. One play doesn't work, they adjust. A lot of good variation on their running plays.
Looks like that, yep. Coach Schmidt's going to go ahead and talk things over. Looked like maybe a little confusion down there on the New Bremen offensive set. So we'll hang out here. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard if you're just joining us. The scoreboard, pretty indicative of how things have gone here. It's been all Cardinals tonight. Mostly taken care of. There's a nice shot, Evan Iyink on crutches, 56 right there. Tough loss for the Cardinals in his inside linebacker position. Wish him all the best, I believe. I heard he may have to or may have had surgery on that ankle. So
yeah, you hate to see that for a strong player. Second team All MAC. He's led the team in interceptions.
4 picks.
Four picks, and that's part of that plus 16 turnover differential, which is now plus 18 with the 2 tonight. And hate to see that for anybody, but the good thing that's New Bremen has the depth, has the players, and that's what Coach Schmidt has really developed through the years. 5 years ago,
not so much.
A two-way player like that,
linebacker,
that would be devastating. But
yeah, because he's also an offensive line starter. You're right. He is a two-way player for the Cardinals.
Unfortunately, about every team has injuries at this point in time in the season. You have to adjust and move on.
So Homan now back in the shotgun. He's got Muther. He keeps it, fakes to Muther, steps up. Big floater, Ben Saylor back in the end zone. He catches it. I think he's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, the official's right there. And, Homan did a nice job of Saylor did a nice job of pulling that down. But unfortunately, pulled it down out of bounds. So the Cardinals now with another 4th down. Now they're a little closer. This 16-yard line will be a 33-yard field goal. Still tough in this weather condition.
Tough in that weather condition here. Well, it's still just 3rd down here, 3rd and 9 here.
Oh, it is. I apologize. I was thinking.
If they would have a 4th down, I'd almost be like, let's try it. It's a good experience, a good try. There might be a game down the road that it comes down to a kick.
Right.
So
a wet kick.
A wet kick, too, for that matter. So
Krause in the wing back, Tiemann wide right, Alec wide left, Muther in with Homan. Homan back to pass all the way. He's going to try and hit that little seam, and boy, oh boy, nice pick right there by Lockland. And they're gonna say incomplete as the back judge. Looked like he juggled it coming down. But Homan threw into double coverage. Lockland had what they wanted on defense right there, and that was a nice play.
Well, number 6 for Lockland.
Yeah, that's Javion Pounds, unable to get his 5th interception of the season, but it was well played for sure. So now it's 4th down, and they will send, just like you said, Dave, you must know stuff. They've sent Owen Gable. Of course, as old as you are, you've seen a lot of things. So.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. So Gable now on to try. This would be a, let's see, the ball spotted at the 23. It'll be a 33-yarder.
Yeah, I just think it's a low-risk type thing. It's a, so to speak, almost a practice here, as the ball will be set at, the 24-yard line?
24. So
34. What was his longest this year?
38.
38.
So it's within range.
Yeah.
And that one wasn't good by a lot. Oh, we're close, and that looks to be a good field goal, and he nails it. So OG, with his 6th field goal of the season, brings the crowd to its feet, and the Cardinals have extended their lead 37-0 as we approach halftime. We're going to keep it right here, Dave, as we work on New Bremen getting the kick team together. Again, everything I've seen, all the MAC teams are up, so everything's right with the world as far as that goes here in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, when you can have a kicker like Owen Gable, that's a weapon in high school. You look at the scores through from game to game, week to week, there's a lot of games decided by a missed extra point or a field goal that's made. And to have that.
Ask Marion Local about that. 2 years in a row beating Coldwater. I think it's 2 years in a row beating Coldwater. This year, Kevin Partington booted like a 32-yarder to beat Coldwater.
The 4 or 5 on his extra points. You see the New Bremen band as they're warming up to get ready. Halftime, they're being warriors out there.
Absolutely.
Imagine it's a bit chilly, but they're young. Their blood flows pretty.
They're young. They're done with their contest run for the year. Had a nice show. They played Phantom of the Opera, so that's what we're going to be treated to at halftime. So be good to see Rachel Roble, second-year band director from Capital University here in New Bremen, doing a great job with the band. Very nice to see as the Cardinals getting ready to tee things up, and this will be Hunter Schaefer. 37-0 New Bremen. No trouble tonight. Be a nice start to a good playoff run, hopes Chris Schmidt. So this holds. We'll get a running clock here in the second half. And Schaefer's short kick down the center of the field. This will be Dawson. Boy, nice bounce back there at about the 4. Cardinals going to use that sideline as a 12th man, and they are going to hem Dawson in. And he didn't even get back to the 15, I don't think, Dave.
No, he didn't. His kickoff coverage team has been excellent.
Yeah, they have.
For the Cardinals. They played their lanes.
That's been a point of emphasis because they struggled here and there during the season with covering kicks and punts. And tonight it's looked pretty solid.
And all it takes is, that can be a game changer, just one bad coverage. Somebody turns it the other way, that's 7 points. You can lose ball games by that.
Special teams. I mean, that's how Cardinals got through the playoffs last year. They blocked that field goal, and then they blocked a punt against Marion Local.
Yeah, I'm a big Browns fan. I remember Marty Schottenheimer from way back. He always said, some weeks you may not be good on offense, some weeks you may not be good on defense, but every week you have to be good on special teams.
Yeah,
because you can kill it. You can lose a game because of that.
Amen. A little give right up the middle. I think this is Thomas. He's going to reverse direction, bounce left side, and he's free. And he gets up over the 25, maybe the 28-yard line. So nice run there. Gained about 9 for Jaden Thomas.
Yeah, he's a force there.
He sure is.
Great runner. You know,
I mean, they had him stuffed up the right side, and he just reverses field.
You know, you're down 37-0. It'd be easy to not give it full effort here as Lockland's going to call timeout here.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and keep it here with him. I want to remind everybody that we've got a very important partnership with WCSM. We'd like to invite you to follow them, AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season long. They are your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. There's a great look at the Cardinal huddle as they sort themselves out on defense here, Dave. 11 ticks to go here before they get to go warm up in the locker room for a few minutes.
Talk about Chris Schmidt, but I'm sure he would be the first to credit a lot of his assistants. It isn't just him. He's developed a good staff, and that has turned around this program.
Absolutely.
And we'll mention some of those assistant coaches there,
Absolutely.
Scott.
Defensive coordinator Chad Williams, winner of the John Reed Leadership Award here last year or the year before. Wince Morris calling the offense, working with DBs and quarterbacks. John Saylor, Seth Williams, Cody King, Jeff Toby, and Jason Wells. Nice. And this staff has been together for several years now. And you can see that culture.
Chad Williams is a former head coach. To come back and say, I'll be an assistant, that tells you something about Coach Williams.
He's a high-character guy for sure, absolutely. And he's done a lot for these kids in this program, and it's good to see the culture of football improve here. And there's a nice little run up the middle by the quarterback, and that may be the first down for Lockland tonight, and Coach Mike Tudor is going to go ahead and call timeout with 5 ticks before halftime.
Technically, that was the second first down they've had because the other one was by penalty.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, that roughing the punter back, roughing the punter.
But again, I give Coach Tudor credit to call timeout here. People might say, you're down 37-0. What does it mean?
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm fighting for these players. I'm for the next play. We're worried about the next play. We're going to try to get something positive going into halftime. We're not going to quit.
A night like tonight, it doesn't take much for a guy like Jaden Thomas or Jalen Stewart to get loose and rumble for a score.
Yeah.
So, you play every play. Absolutely.
You play every play. You know, I don't know about, this might be I don't know a lot about Lockland, but I'm sure he's trying to build something. And
absolutely.
Probably won't win this game, but you try to build something. You're trying to fight till the clock runs zero.
And that says something. That tells your players, hey, we're not giving up on this thing. A lot of air under that one. David Homan goes up, high points it, comes down with it at midfield, and now he's got the ball, and he's going to try to lateral, and that's going to bring it into the half. Speaking of not quitting on a play, because that was the last one of the half, David Homan with the interception, and that'll do it for the first half. New Bremen 37, Lockland 0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Bombauer Fertilizer and Seed. Phone Doctors. Welcome back to New Bremen High School Cardinal Stadium. First half is in the books. Cardinals up 37-0 over the Lockland Panthers. Let's throw it over to Dave Knappke for the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. How we got to that score, Dave.
Thanks, Scott. Look at our halftime stats. All Cardinals, you see the rushing yards, 227 compared to 56, 274 complete total yards. No passing yards for the Panthers. 47 for the Cardinals. They've been a little bit off in their passing game on a wet night. First downs, 8-2. In turnovers, 3 turnovers being 3 turnovers by the Panthers being covered by the Cardinals is Bombauer, Alec, and Homan, all with turnovers there. Looking at some of the individual numbers for the Cardinals, those 227 yards rushing were led by Hunter Schaefer with 107. David Homan had 6 carries for 74 yards. You had Colton Muther with 8 carries for 8 yards. Krause had 12 yards. Bombauer with 15 passing. 4 of 12 for 47 yards. Leading target Nick Alec, 3 catches for 37 yards. Dylan Bombauer with a catch for 10 yards. For the Lockland Panthers, their leading rusher, Jaden Thomas, has been impressive. 9 carries for 38 yards. Jalen Stewart, 4 carries for 10 yards. There's been some yardage between they've been going through 3 different quarterbacks, but they've been, on their passing, they've been 0 of 6 with 2 interceptions so far, and that hasn't been very successful for them. Turnover or penalties, 30 yards of penalties for the Panthers, 20 for the Cardinals. I mean, Scott, the Cardinals really done what they want to do. They took control of things. They six drives, 6 scores, and you can't beat that.
Pretty clean.
Pretty clean. They've been running the ball. Hunter Schaefer's had a great night. The line has been dominating both sides of the line of scrimmage, and so we'll start the second half with a running clock.
And I'd say, you know, one of Coach Tudor's keys was to control the line of scrimmage, and man, he knew what he was talking about. Unfortunately, they've been unable to do that. The Cardinals have controlled the line of scrimmage, and as a result of that, you've got 227 on the ground. So New Bremen hitting their keys, protect the football. They're +2 on the night, +3 on the night, actually. They've got a fumble recovery by Alleg and 2 interceptions, 1 by Homan. And I don't recall who got the other one. And this will be Hunter Schaefer is going to take the squib over the 25, 30 up the near sideline. He's got a seam. He beats a man and slips, but he was going to run into a serious tackler there. And so, boy, that was awkward as Schaefer had a pretty bad slip right there. I think, that was Schaefer on the return.
Nice return. They won. Those are the hidden yardage you talk about in the special teams. Just get another look on our replays brought to you by Winners Meats. As soon as it clears up here. We talked about the interceptions. The other interception with Dylan Bombauer. Had the interception along with Homan.
Yep. So the Cardinals now 1st and 10 again. They won the toss, elected to defer, thinking, hey, let's get that stop on that first drive and then make it happen, and that's been exactly the case. A little quick out to Trevor Bergman. He catches it. He's going to get up over about to the 50-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds there by number 26. That is Ryan Kirkland. Here's the Winners Meets replay on that kick return. You see Hunter Schaefer. Nice job catching that. And then he breaks it outside and gets past the one man, and he's trying to cut it up in there.
On a dry night, he probably goes right down the line and down the sidelines there. He has a nice job of picking the holes and really accelerating through
Very patient, and again, he's got that passing gear. When he needs to, he can cut it inside and step on the gas, put his foot down and go. And here's Hunter Schaefer now. He'll let his block set up. He slips through the crease down over the Lockland 45 down to about the 42, and that's first down and 12-yard gain for the Cardinals. Hunter Schaefer.
Schaefer, 115 yards from scrimmage on rushing there, plus he had about a 50-yard kickoff return. Nice game so far tonight for Hunter Schaefer.
Sure is. Nice to see for the senior again. He missed, I believe, the first 3 games of the season with a bumped shoulder. So nice to see him starting strong here in the playoffs for Coach Schmidt and the Cardinals. Now another little quick stopper there for Nick Alleg, and he's down inside the 40. Nice stick there by the Lockland defense. Again, number 26 in there, that's Ryan Kirkland. Also number 7, that's Alou Diallo. So gain about 2 there, 3 maybe.
Cardinals come out with a couple quick passes. I think they're trying to get their rhythm a little bit on passing. It's as if it's really being nitpicky, but they've been a little bit off in their passing game, trying to get that timing back here.
Yep.
But other than that, it's been a very successful night.
Quick
for
up the middle is Hunter Schaefer drags 2 guys, and he's out to very close to a Cardinal first down. That was a second down carry. They needed about 7. He's down to about the 32-yard line. Yep, looks like he's going to be about a yard short there, Dave.
Yeah, you'd be close here. Third down, you could. This would be similar. You have a second and short. You could fake it, go for a big play if you want to here.
Yep.
You can pick it up on 4th down if you need to. We'll see what Coach Schmidt does here.
9:07 running clock here in the second half because of that rule OHSAA instituted a while back. 30 points lead in the second half. Holman on the keeper is a design keeper. He crosses down inside the 30. Easily a first down. He gains about 5 yards on that one.
Yeah, picks it up. You talk about the running clock in basketball. It's a new rule.
Yes,
it'll be a running clock. They've had it in tournament basketball
play,
for a while, but it'll be in regular season basketball. I think it's 35 or more in the second half.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
A little story here.
That'll
a few
be tough
years
to
ago,
watch because that could vacillate. You could have it, not have it very quickly.
Yeah, you're right. It could switch back and forth very much more than usually in football. It doesn't change back. Sometimes it can.
Sometimes,
yeah, that's a
not
good
usually.
point.
Yep. So Cardinals send 2 receivers in a little bunch, and they're going to run Hunter Schaefer over the left side. He finds a crease and 5-6 yards in a cloud of mud here as the Cardinals' run game picks right up where it left off.
A little trivia here on the running clock. We think NKTelco, we were covering Fort Laramie girls. The first year they had a running clock, and it was at 12 o'clock. We think that was the first ever high school running clock game that there was. They won easily. It's 12 o'clock, the first game on Saturday that there ever was in the state of Ohio. Jeff Henson and I.
Right, because they had the early game on Saturday, sure.
Trivia question. We were the announcers
that?
for that if somebody asked you. So.
There you go. Well, I'm pretty sure there will be plenty of people asking me that because,
Of course.
Give us to Dylan Bombauer, going to jet sweep him down inside the 20. And, boy, big hit right at the end of that run. But, again, another Cardinal first down. 2:27 on the ground, as you said, in the first half. And they have opened the second half with, again, dominance up front by the road graders. And the Cardinals continue to move. And speaking of other sports, check this list of volleyball district champs in the area. Russia, Fort Laramie, Jackson Center. So that's the Shelby County League teams. St. Henry, New Knoxville, Versailles, Mac schools, all district champions. Here goes Brankston Krause around the left side. They'll bring him down near the 10-yard line. Should be second down at about 5 here for the Cardinals. I think Jackson Center, you said, is going to face St. Henry.
Jackson Center will play St. Henry, and then Russia will play
Fort Laramie.
Fort Laramie. We'll have those games from Northmont and NKTelco Sports. And the New Knoxville Rangers, their big win over New Bremen.
Yeah, they're going to take on Lipsick.
They'll be at Elida Fieldhouse again.
Fieldhouse, yeah. What a great sports venue. Jeff Henson and I were up there all week covering volleyball. What a great time that was. So congratulations to all the district champs in the area, particularly Coach Lagerman in New Knoxville, knocking off the #1 previously undefeated Cardinals. And you see Lockland there doing a nice job of stuffing the Cardinal run as Hunter Schaefer maybe a yard. 3rd and about 5 now for the Cardinals down inside the 10-yard line.
Probably the shortest play that Schaefer's had, and he's up to 128 yards on the evening.
So Bombauer and Brankston Krause continue to swap out at that wingback position. They're the shuttle guys for the plays. Nick Alec will line up in the slot inside the hash. Trevor Bergman just outside the hash. And now we've got into the neutral zone offside, so that's going to be very close to a Cardinal first down. That'll move that ball right down inside the 5, so let's see where that ends up.
See if they set down the chains. They're setting down the chains.
Yeah,
that means
so
it's first and goal.
So thank you very much, says Coach Schmidt and the Cardinals, and they've got it 1st and goal inside the 5. Hunter Schaefer back with David Holman. Again, same formation. Brankston Krause, your wingman on the left side. You see him facing, and then Holman's going to call timeout. And we'll go ahead and keep it here with him. Great time to be alive if you're a high school sports fan. We got the football playoffs are underway. Tri-Village, last I saw, 28-0 over Miami Valley Christian Academy, would be 49-0 at halftime. Thanks for the update from the truck. So it's looking like New Bremen's going to be heading south to take on Tri-Village.
Tri-Village, a team that has only had football, I want to say, about 6 or 7 years. They've had a very successful basketball program. They won state a few years back, so they've carried that. A lot of similar athletes, I imagine.
Well, in their ladies sports, their ladies basketball program's been very solid.
It's going to be very good this year
volleyball.
too. They're a regional team last year. I think they'll have about everybody back. So that'll be a tough. They'll be going to. I think that's Tri-Village is 3 little towns. I think it's in New Madison,
Gettysburg, and New
Hollinsburg.
Madison, right?
Hollinsburg, instead of Gettysburg. Yeah. Tri-Village and the Patriots. So
the Patriots, looks just like the hated Patriots on my part as a Bills fan.
So I don't know if the Cardinals have ever played. Otherwise, it'd be a nice matchup. Next Saturday night, looks like it.
I know the girls' basketball programs have played, and here's now, this is Suchland, Braden Suchland. He's going to take it around the right side for the Cardinals score. Little jet sweep. I think he was lined up in the slot there, number 18. And Braden Suchland with his first points of the playoff campaign for the Cardinals. 5:12 to go here. And Owen Gable, here it is on the Winners Meets replay. Dave, take us through it.
Jet sweep there, and Braden Suchland just able to get it right from home, and he just goes right around there and good blocking to seal off the right end.
Yep.
Another touchdown for the Cardinals.
So Owen Gable on to kick. David Homan will hold. And Braden Suchland, number 18, one of the many seniors on this squad. Normally lines up at wide receiver, not terribly often, but he's a starting corner on defense, and Gable's kick is up, and Gable's kick is good. So with 5:12 to go on the First National Bank, I think first scoreboard, the Bremen Cardinals 44, Lockland Panthers 0.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium, New Bremen High School. And man, I owe Hunter Schaefer. It's been pointed out to me that he is a junior. I've had him as a senior all season long, which bodes well for the Cardinals as well as he runs the ball. He is on the roster as a junior. My apologies.
Yeah, and having a nice night with 3 touchdown runs and over 100 yards. But there, Braden Suchland able to get on the scoreboard as that was the 7th drive for New Bremen, and it's the 7th score, 6 touchdowns, and Owen Gable field goal. Been a perfect offensive production, so to speak, for the Cardinals.
Sure has. Yeah, the ground game just continues to grind it out. They didn't even throw a pass on that drive, Dave. Schaefer's kick. This is going to go to, not sure who that is. Got a clean jersey. We'll see. But he takes it around the right side. Kind of brought down awkwardly. Looked like his leg tucked under. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem.
I'll get a number here. It's number 2. It's Dawson on.
Dawson again. Okay. I mean, that's the side he's been lined up on. But again, those numbers are hard to read. So Lockland will start business at about the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 here. This will be their first drive of the second half.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a success at the end of the first half. They passed the ball or tried to run the ball late. They got a first down. See if they try to do that right now. Coach Tudor just probably wants to put together a drive here as we have a running clock. Probably not going to be able to touch the ball too many more times.
Absolutely, and again, just try to get something positive going. Not much there as the Cardinal D-line just collapses. They just go right up the middle there.
Jalen Stewart, though, has been lining up as the fullback for the Panthers. Again, the Panthers in the Miami Valley Conference, they finished in 2nd place. They were 3-1 in the gray division of that behind Cincinnati Country Day. Some of the other teams in that, Cincinnati Bernard, Elmwood Place, Clark Montecero, New Miami, and Miami Valley Christian, their division side. So here there's names, that's where they're in this Miami Valley Conference.
Absolutely. Want to congratulate Minster St. Henry and Fort Recovery cross-country programs, all going to advance to state based on the Tiffin relays today, or the Tiffin cross-country, meet, the regional meet. So congratulations to them. Individuals, Haley Alleg of Coldwater and Kira Rain of Versailles.
And also
go to state.
I'd like to do a shout out to Tricia Rosenbeck, the St. Henry volleyball coach. Her team won district on Thursday, and on Friday she had a little baby girl, her sixth child, first girl, had 5 boys.
Cool.
So it's cool. I imagine she'll probably be on the sidelines on Thursday.
Oh, absolutely. So congratulations to Coach. And again, they will be taking on Kim Metz's Jackson Center Lady Tigers. And this is Thomas. Cardinals had him in the backfield. He manages to take what would have been about a 4-yard loss and turn it into maybe a 3-yard gain, but this will be 4th down and about 8 here for Lockland. So I would assume they're going to punt. I don't know why you would risk trying to go for it with as much difficulty as they've had tonight. And it looks like they will send out their punter. That is number 8, Hamidou Ba. He's a junior. He lines up as a wideout on offense, 6'3", 205. He will kick and he will punt.
So it looks like we'll have Bergman and Bergman and Allen back there.
Back here just on the New Bremen side of midfield. Kind of a lob snap. He's going to step up and try to run this thing, and he's up the middle, and he's going to make the first down yardage and more as he breaks another tackle, and Aaron Tiemann finally brings him down. Nice play right there. I'll tell you, he's a big athlete. As I said, 6'3", 205, and he's got some jets, and I don't believe that was a busted play, Dave. I think you nailed that. I think that was a fake punt all the way. And so hats off to Coach Tudor. Again, they would love to break the shutout that the Cardinal defense is pitching right now.
Yeah, some people say, why do you mess with a fake punt there? It's like, just punt it over. It's like, hey, he's trying to get a positive here. Absolutely. He had a long bus drive. He took a long bus drive up here, down here, try to get something positive out here, and that's the first down. Try to get a little momentum here for the Lockland Panthers.
So they've got it 1st and 10. They are out at their own 45-yard line. 2 backs behind Dawson. He gives to Thomas, and he slips as he tries to cut it in. The Cardinals kind of put a wall. Brankston Krause was there to greet him. There's a loss of about 3. 2nd down 13 now at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are starting to figure out the playbook for the Panthers. Running isn't a lot of diverse. I feel like the Cardinals' running game is diverse, just the different variations of counters, the double handoff.
Yeah, it's a little bit complex. It gets 4 different boys involved, and that's not including the quarterback. It gets both the wingers and both the backs involved. So, yeah, a little more straightforward here from Lockland. Dawson's going to try to throw now. He flushes left. A little pressure from, looks like Mason Cook, and bringing him down is Rindler. And boy, oh boy, it's wet down there. Sorry, that was Gavin Plyman, 54, that made the tackle. So good coverage downfield by the Cardinals secondary, and basically a net positive 2 yards on that when the quarterback got flushed out.
Yeah, just nice, hard, clean tackle there. And ground isn't too hard tonight because you just don't.
That's
you
right.
Just slide.
It doesn't hurt. It's almost a little fun. And we are down under 10 seconds already left in the 3rd quarter on the First National Bank scoreboard. And with 12 on the play clock, I'm going to guess that Coach Tudor is going to take advantage of this break. And I am guessing correctly. So at the end of 3, the New Bremen Cardinals 44, the Lockland Panthers 0, here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes, and the New Bremen varsity libero dressed in camouflage. This is Abigail Powers, and she's going to try to kick a field goal and win $500, and she's got it. That's good, baby. $500 from Platinum Auto Group.
Oh, it was no good. No, they waved it off. Oh,
man.
Come on. Be a sport.
I thought that was all money. Man, she hammered that. And she's a junior, so, when
she'll
Gable
be back.
graduates.
That's right.
I tell you, Coach Schmidt might be checking that out right there because that was a pretty good kick. They got one more student that'll next break will try it. So Lockland here, 3rd down and 11. Back to pass is Dawson. And pressure now coming from Nolan Kenning. He's going to flush him to the sideline. Jonathan Heitkamp also over there to do the honors again. Credit the Cardinals secondary with great coverage. 11:37 to go. Clock runs.
Yeah, again, that was more, you'd almost call a coverage sack there as that Dawson looked for it. There was nobody open. Not a lot of players out on on the route.
I think there's only 2 guys on the route,
yeah,
so it's easy coverage for the Cardinals.
So it's good, impressive by the defensive line, able to get pressure on it as Dawson just scrambles out of bounds, and they'll go back for the punt here, as I'm sure the Cardinals are watching out for the fake this time.
I'll tell you what, man, that Hamadou Ba is the real deal as a ball carrier. And this time he's going to try it again. Nope, he's going to punt. It's tipped twice.
Oh, that went off a New Bremen player. That could be a fumble.
Yeah, I think Grant Wilker touched that, and that may be Lockland football at center field, at midfield. I think it was tipped off the foot of the punter, maybe. We'll see what they rule here. Cardinals. Right.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it was tipped back there by, I believe that was Brangston Krause. And here's your other kicker. Ooh, just under the crossbar. So, man, Platinum Auto unable to give away money. They started off at $100 the first week, and every time somebody missed, here's the punt. And, yeah, the pressure came, and he went around it, touched by Krause, and then looks like also then touched by Grant Wilker, but because it was blocked.
Dylan Kramer in at quarterback for the Cardinals. So you got a lot of new Cardinals in here.
Actually, I think that's number 6, Keaton Putoff, and 36 is your ball carrier, Trevor Schaefer, as he picks up 3, 2nd down and 7.
Okay, yeah, I read the number wrong there.
This, to me, right here is how you build a program. When you get enough of a lead in these games, Dave, you get your JV guys, your 2s and your 3s, get reps, because this is next year's football team, some of these guys. And this, you know, your Marion locals, your Coldwaters, your Sales, and now New Bremen is starting to get enough roster and enough depth and enough leads. Jonathan Heitkamp's going to take the jet sweep. He's going to come around the left side, makes a couple guys miss, and he is still on his feet. They're going to give him forward progress, maybe a yard short, gain of about 8, maybe 7. But I'll tell you what, Jonathan Heitkamp, not an easy tackle.
Yeah, adding up on your point.
That's a strange spot right there because he was all the way down by the 40-yard line. Here it comes on the replay. Let's see if my eyeballs deceive me. It'll be tough from this angle. But you see Heitkamp around. He cuts inside that little kick-out block. And that's tough to see from that angle. But at any rate, it's 3rd and 3 here for the Cardinals. And this time Caden Putoff's going to pull it down. He's going to stay clean and run down inside the 35 to about the 32. And that is, excuse me, not Caden Putoff, Keaton Putoff. And that's a Cardinal first down. So you're looking at the next generation of Cardinal quarterback once David Homan gets done making his mark in the Cardinal record books, so to speak.
Yeah, adding to your point, this is great experience for these players. JV players getting some experience under varsity lights, so to speak.
Absolutely. Blake Sutchell, number 10 in the slot. Number 21, Troy Homan, wide right for the Cardinals. In at running back, number 36, Trevor Schaefer. And he'll be your ball carrier. He lowers his shoulder, gets popped pretty good in the middle of that Lockland defense. Excuse me, that was keeper with Putoff. My apologies.
He tried to hand it off to Schaefer, but there's a little bit of a mix-up, and Putoff just kept it. Positive gain of about 5 there. So Cardinals putting together a nice drive. They got a streak to keep going there. They've had 7 straight scoring drives. See if they can keep it going here.
Another update, Fort Recovery 28, Arcanum 14. That's no small task. That Arcanum football team is solid, and they've got a really good quarterback over there.
That's a short trip for Fort Recovery there, just over to Dark County.
Right down to the whistle stop.
Where the other teams are driving 2 hours for games.
Yeah. So Keaton Putoff again on the keeper. And this time, Lockland is right there, number 20, Jalen Stewart. Nice job staying home on defense. Also in the game now for the Cardinals, number 16, Aaron Peppelman. 53 up front, that's Bobby Good. Try to get you these new numbers here as these JV guys get some time in the Friday Night Lights. Number 50, that's Xavier Wyatt playing right guard now for the Cardinals.
Get some clean uniforms out there.
Yep. And this is Trevor Schaefer. Nice hole up the middle, leg drive there. He takes 2 guys with him. Very close to first down yardage. 7:26 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard as the Cardinals continue to run it. Pretty confident we're not going to see another thrown football the rest of the night.
No, I don't think so. They don't need to.
Resting the starters, getting ready to tune it up as they're going to head to New Madison. Take on the Tri-Village Patriots, who last count they were up 49-0. Also in the game for the Cardinals, number 13, Dylan Kramer. Got 2 receivers left. That's Kramer and Troy Holman. Single back, Jonathan Heitkamp in the wing. The back, the give is to Trevor Schaefer. The back cuts inside the block. Nice job. He's got first down yardage down by the 10-yard line. So, man, the openings up front continue for the Cardinals. They've got 2 clean jerseys on the right side of that offensive line with Bobby Good, 53, and Xavier Wyatt, 50. And it's kind of cool to see that when the twos come in and they're still making holes against the starting defense.
Yeah, starting defense. Remember, Lockland only has 27 players on the roster, so they don't really have a second unit to put in. That's probably a few players, I would imagine.
Yep.
Imagine Coach Tudor's getting in as many players as he can as well. Let's see if drive will continue here. First and goal.
Troy Holman wide left. Blake Suchland in the slot. Give is to Schaefer. He's going to go basically straight ahead, and he is down to the 1-yard line. So second down and goal at the 1. Nice to see. He'll probably be Hunter Schaefer's running mate in the backfield as Colton Muther will graduate this year. So to be the Schaefer and Company, essentially.
Schaefer Show.
The Schaefer Show, yeah, in the Cardinal backfield next year. Because it turns out Hunter Schaefer's a junior.
Yeah, who'd have thought? Who knew?
I had him as a senior all year. He'll be happy to know he's got 1 more year. Or he'll be disappointed he's not graduating. I'm not sure which. Cardinals now, again, that same set, 2 receivers to the left. Trevor Schaefer in the backfield to give us to Schaefer. He's going to cut it right up the middle into the end zone. So the Cardinals hit the century mark here, 50-0, 5:21 to go. That'll stop the clock, Dave.
Yeah, another scoring drive capped off there. Trevor Schaefer, he had 29 carries or 29 yards on that drive. Is he able to get the last yard for the touchdown?
So the Cardinals will send Owen Gable out there. I mean, why not send Abby Powers out there? We saw her between quarters just about drill a kick from right there at the 10-yard line. Pretty sure Coach Kramer, the volleyball program, is saying, no way, Jose. She wants to have that libero right back in the back row where she belongs. Had a great season with the Cardinal volleyballers. Hats off to them. First undefeated season ever. First undefeated trip through the MAC. And New Knoxville pulled on New Bremen, exactly what New Bremen pulled on New Knoxville last year. You know, the Rangers came all the way through undefeated, went through the MAC undefeated. They beat New Bremen in the last week of the season. And a little situation here with the celebration as Aaron Tiemann knocks down his teammate. But all good fun if you're a Cardinal fan, playing a little Friday Night Lights in the mud as they're all over Lockland, 51-0, 5:21 to go in the First National Bank.
Second string keeps the streak going. 8 straight scoring drives. Perfect on offense, so to speak. All of them been touchdowns and 1 field goal as the Cardinals are rolling, and just a matter of how quick that clock will roll here as the Cardinals will move on to next week and play at Tri-Village. So Fort Laramie is winning their game. If they would win, they'll play Marion Local. The two of our NKTelco.
Absolutely.
Last score we had was 16-8.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, that one's still a contested game at 16-8 at halftime.
Yep.
See if we can get an update here. Is Hunter Schaefer ready to kick off?
Versailles wins their their football game tonight. They played, let's see, that was Summit Country Day School. They end up winning 49-14. So the Division 5 1 loss for Versailles Tigers. Getting it done. And this is Jaden Thomas now. Picks up the kick, and he's over the 10, over the 15, and he's tackled out close to the 20.
And the advantage the Versailles Tigers have is in Division 5, they don't have to play MAC schools.
Right. Yeah,
now,
they're the lone MAC school.
But the flip side is they get into some bigger schools. Play some of the Cincinnati
smaller
schools.
End of Division
I think
5,
if they win today, they play Reading, they've run into Reading in a lot of sports. Always a pretty good program.
And interesting because Reading was the first week for Lockland, and that game was canceled.
Yeah.
So
Reading I think is on the that would have been a non-league game.
Last score I saw for St. Henry up 42-6 on Ansonia.
That's a team that's really been getting better. They knocked off Coldwater, their bitter rival.
Yeah, that's a big win.
That's a big win. They haven't had a lot of success through the years, and don't sleep on St. Henry. They could be playing New Bremen in a couple weeks, and
I think New St. Henry beat Coldwater for the first time in 22 years last year.
No, about
2 years ago.
It was 2 or 3 years ago they knocked them off, but then Coldwater turned around and beat them in the playoffs. So it was almost like you did. And this time they beat them, and they're in different divisions. But watch out for St. Henry and their big running back, Owen Layfeld.
Ended up finishing the MAC leading rusher in the conference.
And not only that, he was first team on linebacker, too.
Yeah, Owen Layfeld.
Final from the truck. 56-6 Tri-Village advances.
Yeah, and there you see on the screen. So next Saturday, Tri-Village Patriot Field, these Cardinals will head to Tri-Village. That should be a good matchup, boy. 2 high-scoring teams, toe-to-toe. So we'll see. Tri-Village has won a lot of games. I want to say they're 9-1. Now they're 10-1.
Yeah, that's not a bad drive. That's probably 45 minutes, 40 minutes or something like that on a Saturday.
Yeah, Tri-Village with just one loss, but they haven't seen David Homan in this Cardinal offense. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's so third down coming up here for the Panthers
and
here.
That cheer you're hearing is for number 75, Trey Thomas, a crowd favorite. Been in this football program for 6 years. Center, that defensive line there. Senior going to be graduating. And we got a fumble ball on the ground. I think Lockland got on top of that. Number 15 in there on the tackle for the Cardinals. That's Rogan Muther. So good to see the big man, Trey Thomas, getting some snaps in there. Here comes your winners meets replay. Oh, this will be a good view of that fumble as you see.
See Trey Thomas
in
there.
Yeah, there's Trey Thomas right there. And we'll go back to live action here. As again, Lockland's going to make a long bus ride home tonight. They ran into a buzzsaw in this new Bremen Cardinal team. Definitely tuned up and looking solid for what Chris Schmidt and company hope to be another long playoff run. Little misdirection now. They're going to go around the left side. Cardinals track it down from behind. Nice play right there.
It'll be a first down there. Only the
just enough, yeah. Nice
fourth
play.
First down of the game for the Panthers.
151 and counting on the First National Bank scoreboard. Pretty crazy that Cardinals have 8 drives and 8 scores. That's not a bad night at the office.
No, that's your kicker's going to get a little tired of.
And what, 20 yards and penalties? That's not too shabby.
Yeah, overall been a very nice.
Now Arcanum is making things interesting late. 28-22 Fort Recovery. Arcanum scored and got a 2-point conversion. So Fort Recovery looking to hold on and keep things interesting. You have a new quarterback, by the way, number 44, Johnny Minton, playing quarterback for Lockland. And I didn't see him in any of the statistics.
No, I didn't either. So this is the fourth different quarterback.
The fourth different quarterback for these Panthers. Elijah Tangeman on the tackle, number 73.
We mentioned some of the ones in their conference. On the other side of the conference, the Scarlet Division, you have Roger Bacon, Purcell, Marion, Summit Country Day, North College Hill, Norwood, and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. I think that must be the bigger division. Those are some bigger schools.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Summit Country Day schools who Versailles played and won tonight against tonight.
Roger Bacon's usually always pretty good. Purcell, Marion, North College Hill had O.J. Mayo about 10, 15 years ago.
We've got a fumble. Runner picks it up. Not sure the number on that runner. Got a scrum going left. Something.
They like fake that they're going to take a knee or not. And it's just a matter of
20 seconds
run.
To go. They don't really need to run another play. There's much less time on the scoreboard clock than there is on the game clock, and I think we're going to get a timeout here at Lockland. We'll just go ahead and keep it here because we're about to wrap this thing up. We will take a break at the end of this one, and Dave will make the mad scramble to do his math and get your stats together for the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. We'd like to thank a lot of great sponsors that have been with us all season. They continue to be with us in the playoffs. 5-star recruitment sponsor, our friends at Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Club Hay Nedick, Mr. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Keys to the game, Keyhole Pizza, replay, winners meets. Starting lineups, couldn't really get to that tonight. It's kind of hard in football to get those starting lineups in, but Sidney Allglaz's Audiology, we appreciate them sponsoring that for us. Timeout sponsor has been all year long, Precision Strip. Stats and recap, as I mentioned, Wagner's IGA. We'll have to choose a player of the game tonight. That is always sponsored by NKTelco. And then the new Bremen Sports sponsor, Brian and Steph Allig and Speedway Lanes. That's Nicholas's mom and dad. So appreciate the Alligs and their sponsorship. Local businesses, if you can, please patronize these folks, because without these local businesses supporting NKTelco, we would be unable to bring you all this high school sports. And man, we cover a lot of high school sports in the region. So 3rd down at about 8 as Lockland, and they're going to go back and run a play. And Minton slips the tackle. And he's going to throw downfield. That could be, I think he may have been across the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball, and we got a flag. We'll see what we got here, and that should be the last play of the game. Face mask against Lockland. Personal foul face mask against Lockland.
Against New Bremen.
Against New Bremen. He's pointed at Lockland twice.
So I don't
turn around.
think
game
you can
can't
end
on a defensive penalty.
Yeah, and that will give the 5th first down for the Panthers compared to 15.
So this one's just about over.
They'll do an untimed down.
An untimed down, yep, absolutely. Congratulations to Coach Schmidt and the Cardinals.
8-3 now.
8-3 on the season. I guess still haven't beat a team with a winning record.
No,
when you play the MAC.
Playing the MAC, now their losses were Versailles, Marion, and Coldwater.
Yeah.
Cardinals were in every one of those games.
They sure were, yeah.
So they'll get a chance might get a chance to get back at Marion. We'll see. There's work to be done. There's a lot of Tri-Village be a quality team, and then you might run into St. Henry. There's a long ways to go. You take it 1 week at a time. That's what Coach Schmidt and the Cardinals did. They took care of business, taking care of the Panthers tonight.
A little quick toss. They're going to try the right side. Cardinals just want to shut this down and get out of here with no injuries, and they will do just that. And that will bring things to a close. So the final score here in New Bremen at Cardinal Stadium, Chris Schmidt and his New Bremen Cardinals start their march to Canton with a big win over the Panthers of Lockland, 51-0 here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Minster Bank.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling. And
not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable, and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Welcome back to Cardinal Field. As you see things kind of wrapping up. See the Cardinals down there in their prayer formation. A little debrief from the coaching staff. Got to be a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, Dave, as they're going to head to New Madison to take on the Tri-Village Patriots. That's going to be a fun ball game, I think.
Yeah, like I say, probably about a 40-minute drive, but Cardinals took care of business tonight.
They did.
As we'll take a look at our final stats brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Total yards domination 351, 297 on the ground, 99 for Lockland. They did not have a passing yards, only 54 passing yards for the Cardinals, but they didn't have to pass a lot. First downs 15-5 for the Cardinals, and they won the turnover advantage again. So now I believe that puts them at plus 19 turnover differential.
That's an insane statistic.
Yeah. So some of the individual numbers: Hunter Schaefer leads all carriers with 128 yards rushing. He had 3 touchdowns. David Holman, the second one, with 78 yards. Colt Muther had 19 yards. Trevor Schaefer had 28 yards. Also Dylan Baumbar with 27 yards. Nick Alec, the leading receiver, at 4 catches for 40 yards. Also Dylan Baumbar caught a pass as well. Keaton Putoff had 3 carries for 10 yards as well. Some of the scoring, as again, 8 drives, 8 scores. Hunter Schaefer with 3 touchdown runs. Colt Muther with a touchdown run from 7 yards. 1 passing touchdown, Holman to Dylan Baumbar for 10 yards. Owen Gable had a 34-yard field goal. Braden Suchland with a 5-yard run. And younger brother Trevor Schaefer with a 1-yard run to cap off the scoring on our First National Bank scoreboard. 51-0 Cardinals over the Panthers.
So if you're Coach Schmidt, more of the same, I believe. Keep that offense going. Keep protecting the football. I think he nailed all 3 of the keys tonight. You see a lot of good highlights there from Jeff Henchen down on ground level. And then up top, Mark Fissel, the cameraman, sure do thank them a lot. There's that Baumauer interception you see. But, man, a plus 19 turnover ratio, that's really crazy.
That's amazing. I think it'll be a tougher competition at Tri-Village, but if New Bremen plays their game, plays their capabilities, I don't think they have to worry about anything. There in a lot of weeks, it's a lot of just playing at as good as you can. That's, I'm sure, a lot of the theme that Coach Schmidt will try to drill home. But first, before you go to week 2, you got to win week 1. And
that's right.
Took care of business for the Cardinals here, easy over Lockland.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Coach Schmidt, coaching staff, and the Cardinals. They're going to head south to New Madison. For our director, Bryce Hamrick. For our cameramen, Jeff Henchen, Mark Fissel. For Dave Kanapke, I'm Scott Fry. We got one more piece of business, don't we?
Yeah, we got our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. We don't want to leave without mentioning and congratulating Hunter Schaefer. Had a big night, 11 carries, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns from 37, 9, and 5 yards. Hunter Schaefer, our NKTelco player of the game.
So congratulations to Hunter, the junior, Schaefer. And once again, Bryce Hamrick, our director, Jeff Henchen, Mark Fissel, camera work tonight, excellent as always. I'm Scott Fry. Thank you, Dave Kanapke, for all your color and analysis. We will see you next time at a local sporting event here on NKTelco Sports.